Sean that ain't happy. It's not birthday and alcohol. But fishing the girl is happy. They inform our surface. One day when the boss gets hungry, guess who go beyond the way? I think I see. Nobody just fly us and eat us in privacy. We want the apple out to go. Under the sea, we have the whore. We'll make the trouble. Life is the bubble. Under the sea. Under the sea. Since life is with you, we got to be it naturally. Even the sun will never rain. They can be a we got to spin it.
Oh man, I'm faded. Freaking faded. I love that place. Absolutely love that place. And I'm probably not going to be back there tomorrow night. Kind of got other plans with Allison, which is a bummer because I freaking love that place. Yeah, it wasn't busier tonight than it was last night, but there were actually more people singing. So I only got 2 songs in. Last night I got in 3 and was real close to a 4th one. But yeah, I gotta roll. I haven't heard back from Allison. I'm not sure what time she's getting off work, but at this point I think it's still early enough I can get the light rail back to Beaverton. So I figure I'll do that rather than burden her with picking my ass up. So it was midnight when I started the video. Just thought I'd share a little of the inside of the Alibi Tiki Lounge here in North Portland. So right now it's 12:03 a.m. Monday, March 28th, 2022. Gotta remember there's a Harbor Freight Tools right here because it's always good to know where those stores are. And need to check when the train is coming. Much appreciate the fact that these trains here run a little bit later than they do in Phoenix. Just seems like the transit in Phoenix never really runs as late as I need it to. All right. Like looking at Google Maps, that seems to be the most effective app for figuring out when the trains and buses are coming here. Oh, and of course it's not working because I had it on the. Oh, damn. I didn't turn my hotspot on. I'm shooting this video on the current Obama phone, the Obama phone number 3, and I didn't turn the hotspot on, and I've been using the Samsung on the Alibi's Wi-Fi. So of course now it's not able to return when the train is going to show up. Pretty sure I left myself enough time to get to the next one. Memory serves it was coming at like 1:15 midnight. So if this station is like most of them, it should have a little video screen that shows me when it's showing up. It's a little chillier out tonight than it has been. There's a bit of a breeze blowing. So right now it's kind of half tempted to just get on that Lime scooter and take that downtown. Since I Lime's got a thing where you can prepay for 24 hours of rides. I thought it was just a total of 90 minutes in a 24-hour period, but every time I've started one, I think I've started like 3 or 4 of them so far, it just tells me that I've got 90 minutes. Even every time I restart it, it doesn't keep taking away the time I've rode from the 90 minutes. Got my... I've been buying quite a few things just around, like not much, but just things at random places. And they've got an interesting law in actually state of Oregon where you can't, they can't give away plastic bags, grocery bags, just bags that goods come in at stores. So, yellow line to, what is it? Yellow line to, mask required, whatever. Monday, 12:06 a.m. Yellow line to Expo Center, 7 minutes. That is not the one I want. I think I need to look at the other side to see. Monday, 12:07 a.m. Yellow line to Expo Center, 7 minutes. No, that's not the one I need. Expo Center is the end of the line to the north, which I'm not really sure what the Expo Center is. I just know that's the end of the line to the north. It just says Expo Center here. I know the train on the platform on the side I'm standing on goes to downtown. Oh, here we go. City Center. I told so yellow line to City Center, PSU, 8 minutes. Okay, so I got 8 minutes until the train shows up. Here's a, what is that, a boot? Dig all these old school motels with giant neon lights. Kind of tempted to stay in one of them, but at this point I've already spent more on this trip than I really should have, and I'm surprised Alice is not blowing up my phone asking me where the hell I'm at, but she's probably still hard at work at Amazon. She had to drive me by the center that she works at. I've found at least 3 different Amazon facilities here, and I guess there's more. But I did look to see what it would take to take public transit over to the one that she works at, and just one bus line that kind of goes around there, and it doesn't really go next to it. It goes a bit away from it. Although it's kind of hard to put things into perspective and scale here, just because everything in Portland is just so densely packed. You look at a map of Phoenix, and it's pretty easy to judge distance to things because every major street is a mile apart. So you just kind of count from one major street to the next major street to the next major street, and it's that many miles. Whereas here, it's really erratic, and walk from one major street to another major street, and a lot of times it's just 4 blocks, and I don't know how many miles it is, but it doesn't feel like much of anything. Certainly not a whole mile. So it's very possible that route that seems like it doesn't go that close to her Amazon facility probably goes as close as the Rapid goes to the one I work at, and it just seems farther because of the way things are laid out and the way things look on maps here. People riding bikes in the big old bike lane. Definitely a lot of people cycling here, which is a cool thing. After spending the last 3 days just really out and about in Portland and the surrounding area, and kind of getting to know it. I mean, a lot of the things that they say, a lot of the negative things that you hear online about the trash and the homelessness and the drug issues. It's there. I feel a lot of it is kind of overblown, but yeah, there's quite a bit of it there. But as you can see, this area that I'm in here is pretty chill. But I do know if I walk about 4 blocks to the east, was when I was here in November, I walked about 4 blocks to the east. And about 4 or 5 blocks to the east is I-5. And along Interstate 5, in the landscaping along the edge of it, there's homeless encampments. There's tents. People living in tents and probably doing drugs in tents, and those same people tend to just leave trash everywhere. And, the whole urban camping and tents thing probably wouldn't be so bad if it wasn't for all the drugs and the trash everywhere. But anyway, may as well beat my pass. Bing. It's the only piece of trash that I saw here, though. Other than that, this is a pretty darn clean train platform. So anyway, the Target bag. Didn't really talk too much about what I did today in my last video. So I had a bit of an incident with hot sauce. Oh, here comes my train right there. With a hot sauce packet leaking in my pocket, and it screwed up my my charging cord. I thought it had screwed up my phone, so I ended up going to the only place I could find on the west end of Portland that was available to repair a cell phone. And as it ends up, all I needed was a cord, and I ended up getting that from Target and went to a few other places. So there's this thing in Portland where they don't... there's a northbound train. There's this thing in Portland where they don't give away plastic bags. It's actually statewide in Oregon. If you want a bag, you have to pay for it. And it's probably some kind of special bags are bad for the environment tax. And looks like a homeless person sleeping on the train. I have not rode the train this late at night, so I'm not quite sure what I'm getting myself into here. But I'm looking at that train. It does look like there's some homeless people that are kind of camped in it. I'm not too worried about it, though, as far as, I'm not too worried about getting mugged or messed with or anything. Anyway, so I just had this one bag that the guy in the little Asian market that also repaired smartphones gave me. And by the time I rode it on a scooter and picked up a lot of other stuff, it just kind of ruptured on me at one point. So I ended up going to kind of trying to hold it together, and I went to Target and I bought this bag. Anyway, I'm on the train. Thanks for coming with me on the journey, and there will be more, of course.